Have you ever pondered why Abraham holds such a pivotal place in the world's three major monotheistic religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam? A thought-provoking question indeed. The answer lies in his profound role as a patriarch and a model of unwavering faith. Born in the city of Ur in Chaldea, Abraham, originally named Abram, is revered as the father of the Hebrew people. Yet his significance extends far beyond this role. Abraham's story is a narrative of divine calling, faith, trials, and promises fulfilled. It's a journey that transcends his immediate family, influencing countless generations and forming a cornerstone of monotheistic belief systems. His life and his lineage, traced forward to the 12 tribes of Israel and beyond, hold a central place in Jewish, Christian, and Islamic theology. Abraham's life exemplifies the power of faith and the fulfillment of divine promises, resonating across time and shaping the faith of millions. Now let's take a chronological journey through the life of Abraham to understand his profound significance. Abraham's story begins in the city of Ur in Chaldea, present-day Iraq, where he was born to Terah, a descendant of Shem, son of Noah. His early years are a bit of a mystery, with the Bible offering sparse details. However, what we do know is that his life took a dramatic turn when he received a divine call from God. This call was not just a casual invitation, it was a commandment, a divine directive. God instructed Abraham, then known as Abram, to leave his homeland, his relatives, and his father's house. He was to embark on a journey to a land that God would show him. This was no small task. It meant uprooting his entire life, leaving behind everything familiar, and stepping into the unknown. God, however, did not leave Abram without a promise. He assured him that he would make him into a great nation and bless him. He vowed to make Abram's name great and ensure that he would be a blessing to others. This was an offer of a covenant, a divine agreement that was both a promise and a challenge. In steadfast obedience, Abram, along with his wife Sarai and nephew Lot, answered God's call. They set off on a journey to Canaan, a land flowing with milk and honey, a symbol of prosperity and God's blessing. However, this journey was not without its challenges. A severe famine swept over the land, forcing Abram to seek refuge in Egypt. Yet even amidst these trials, Abram's faith did not waver. He held on to God's promise, trusting in his provision and guidance. Abram's journey was not just a physical relocation, it was a spiritual journey, a journey of faith. It was a journey that tested his trust, his courage, and his obedience. It was a journey that shaped him, prepared him, and ultimately defined him. Despite the hardships, Abraham remained unwavering in his faith, a testament to his deep-rooted trust in God. In their quest for a child, Abraham fathered Ishmael with Hagar, Sarai's Egyptian maidservant. As the story goes, Sarai, unable to conceive a child, offered her maidservant Hagar to Abraham. From this union, Ishmael was born, and Abraham, at the age of 86, became a father for the first time. Yet the narrative does not end here. God had a different plan for Abraham and Sarah. Despite their advanced age, God assured Abraham that Sarah would bear him a son, through whom his covenant would be established. This was an extraordinary promise, considering Sarah was beyond the age of childbearing. True to his word, when Abraham was 100 years old and Sarah was 90, they welcomed their son Isaac into the world. The birth of Isaac was a remarkable event, defying the natural laws of age and fertility. This miracle not only demonstrated God's power, but also his faithfulness to his promises. The birth of Isaac brought great joy to Abraham and Sarah. His name, which means "he will laugh," was a reflection of their joy and perhaps a reminder of their initial disbelief at God's promise. Isaac's birth was a turning point in their lives, a testament to their enduring faith and patience. Now, it's important to note that although Ishmael was not the child of the promise, God did not abandon him. Ishmael too was blessed by God, and he became the father of 12 princes, forming a great nation. In this narrative, we see God's grace and providence at work. The birth of these two sons set the stage for the unfolding of God's plan for his people. The descendants of Isaac would go on to form the 12 tribes of Israel, while Ishmael's descendants would also multiply, becoming a great nation. The birth of Isaac was not just a miracle, but a clear affirmation of God's promise to Abraham and Sarah. It underscores the recurring theme of God's faithfulness, a cornerstone in the narrative of Abraham's life and the history of his descendants. Isaac married Rebekah, and they had twins, Esau and Jacob. Jacob, later named Israel, had 12 sons, who became the progenitors of the 12 tribes of Israel. Now that's the start of a legacy that extends far beyond the immediate family of Abraham. Let's delve deeper into this lineage. Isaac's son Jacob, who God renamed as Israel, fathered 12 sons. These sons weren't just ordinary men, they were the progenitors of the 12 tribes of Israel, a nation that would shape the course of history. From Reuben, the firstborn, to Benjamin, the youngest, each son played a pivotal role in the formation of the Israelite nation. Among these sons, Joseph's journey stands out as particularly remarkable. Sold into slavery by his brothers out of jealousy, Joseph found himself in Egypt, but adversity couldn't shake his faith in God. His ability to interpret dreams caught the attention of Pharaoh, the Egyptian ruler. From a lowly slave, Joseph rose to become the second most powerful man in Egypt, next only to Pharaoh. His position allowed him to save not only Egypt but also his own family from a devastating famine. Joseph's rise to power in Egypt set a stage for the Israelites' eventual move to Egypt, which, as per the biblical narrative, led to their subsequent enslavement and then liberation under the leadership of Moses. This narrative forms the backbone of the Israelite identity and their belief in the providence of God. This lineage, this legacy of Abraham, did not stop with Joseph or Moses. It continued to grow and multiply, echoing the divine promise God made to Abraham that he would be the father of many nations. The descendants of Abraham, through Isaac and Jacob, spread across the earth, shaping the course of history and forming a significant part of the world's population. From a single man's journey of faith, a multitude was born, nations were formed, and history was written. This is the legacy of Abraham, a testament to his unwavering faith and obedience to God. Abraham's descendants continued to grow and multiply, fulfilling God's promise of making him a father of many nations. Abraham's story is not just a historical account, but a narrative rich in faith, trials, and divine promises. From his humble beginnings in Ur to his journey to Canaan, his life was marked by profound faith and obedience to divine instruction. Abraham's life was not without its trials. From leaving his homeland and kin to enduring a famine and the barrenness of his beloved wife Sarai, Abraham faced numerous challenges. Yet through it all, his faith never wavered. When God promised him a great nation, blessings, and renown, Abraham believed and obeyed even when the circumstances seemed impossible. His faith was rewarded when his wife Sarah miraculously bore Isaac in their old age, affirming God's promise. This unwavering faith and obedience to God's word is one of the pillars of Abraham's enduring influence. His life serves as a testament to the power of faith and the fulfillment of divine promises, inspiring believers across generations. He is revered as a model of faith, not just for his obedience but also for his steadfastness in the face of trials. But Abraham's influence extends far beyond his personal faith journey. He is regarded as the patriarch of the Hebrew people, and his lineage plays a central role in Jewish, Christian, and Islamic theology. Abraham's descendants, through Isaac and Jacob, became the progenitors of the 12 tribes of Israel. His other son, Ishmael, is considered a significant figure in Islamic tradition. In Christianity, Abraham is seen as a precursor of faith, a model of trust in God's promises. He is often referred to in the New Testament as an example of faith and righteousness. In Islam, Abraham, or Ibrahim as he is known, is revered as a prophet and messenger of God. His willingness to surrender to God's will, demonstrated when he was willing to sacrifice his son at God's command, is seen as a model of total submission to God, a concept central to Islamic belief. Moreover, Abraham's story has a timeless quality that continues to resonate today. His journey of faith, his trials, his unwavering trust in God's promises, and the miraculous fulfillment of these promises serve as a source of inspiration for many. His life story offers hope to those facing adversity, encouraging enduring faith in the face of trials. In essence, Abraham's life and legacy continue to shape the religious landscape of our world. His faith, his obedience, and the divine promises made to him are central to the narratives of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. His story continues to inspire and guide believers, affirming the enduring power of faith and the fulfillment of divine promises. Abraham's life exemplifies unwavering faith in God and the fulfillment of divine promises, resonating through time and shaping the faith of millions.